Y'all ready?
Never let go. Never let go. Never let go.
One touch without a rope on is all in the house. What we deserve is protection.
Heaven is here with
We're the world now. All it takes.
Dog, we're not the only ones starving.
Imagine discovering a plot hole so massive, it collapses never let go entire universe. Let's dissect the scene that broke the internet. The film begins in a dense jungle, where a secluded house stands amidst the wilderness. Living in this house is a family consisting of a mother and her two children, Sam and Nolan. They have resided here for a long time because their mother believes the human world has ended. A dark force, an entity known as evil, has spread like a virus, destroying everything. This evil is a shape-shifting entity that deceives humans by taking different forms. Anyone who touches it loses control, goes insane, and mercilessly kills their own people. To survive, the family has designed their home to keep the entity at bay. Although the evil could roam freely, it could not enter their house. When stepping outside, they used ropes tied to their bodies, ensuring they remained connected to their home. This precaution prevented the evil from touching them, as it could neither affect the rope nor harm anyone tied to it. The mother survived in the jungle using this method, venturing out to gather food. She relied on a nearby greenhouse where she grew fruits and vegetables, but the evil always lurked around. Interestingly, only the mother could see this entity. The children had never seen it, but their mother had warned them that the evil could take the form of an animal, deceiving them without their knowledge. She emphasized that if they ever left the house without a rope and came into contact with the evil, their fate would be sealed. Despite taking every precaution, survival remained difficult. Food was scarce, and even their pet dog received very little to eat. The mother had established strict rules to ensure their safety, constantly reminding her children of the dangers outside. She narrated stories to instill fear and caution in them. She revealed that their father had fallen victim to the evil, forcing her to kill him. Over the years, she had encountered the evil in different disguises, sometimes as her father, mother, or even her husband. Once, it appeared as a wounded little girl seeking help, but the mother, aware of its deception, killed it instead. One night, as the family slept, the mother was disturbed by the sound of frog. However, upon checking outside, she realized there was no frog. It was a trick of the evil. She saw the terrifying entity once again, but instead of engaging, she retreated inside. This further emphasized how dangerous the evil was and the constant battle they faced for survival. The next morning, the mother decided to venture into the jungle with her children to gather food. Before leaving, she prayed for their home's protection. In the jungle, they collected whatever they could: frogs, small animals, anything edible. Winters made survival even more challenging. During this time, differences between Sam and Nolan became apparent. Sam trusted and followed his mother's rules without question, while Nolan doubted them. He often disobeyed secretly, wanting to see the evil for himself and questioning whether the outside world was truly destroyed. While searching for food, Nolan accidentally dropped a frog's egg. His rope wasn't long enough to retrieve it, and to do so, he would have to untie himself. He was tempted, but Sam stopped him, warning that if the rope was removed, the evil would attack. Nolan hesitated and obeyed, but as they were leaving, out of frustration, he deliberately stepped on Sam's rope, causing it to untie. Sam fell, injuring his leg as it got caught in tree roots. Nolan, unable to help, whistled for their mother. Hearing the call, she rushed towards them, but her rope ran out before she could reach Sam. Desperate, she untied herself and hurried to his aid. As they returned, the mother noticed a strange, old woman approaching, an embodiment of the evil. Its eerie tongue moved unnaturally, and it advanced towards them. At the last moment, the mother tied herself and the children to the rope, keeping them safe. Though the children couldn't see the evil, they sensed their mother's fear and knew it was close. Back home, the mother was furious. She decided to test her children by asking them to break one of the house rules. If they failed, it would mean the evil had taken control of them. Fortunately, both children passed the test, reassuring her. However, Sam's injury was severe, possibly a broken bone. To protect them further, the mother locked them in the basement, forcing them to dwell on the reality of the evil. She believed fear was essential for survival. The evil frequently attempted to manipulate the mother, appearing in the form of her deceased husband. But she always resisted. Meanwhile, Nolan's doubts grew stronger. He questioned Sam about his experience when his rope was untied. Sam couldn't recall much, but Nolan insisted that he hadn't sensed or seen anything unusual. He started believing that their mother was imagining the evil and that the outside world might still exist. Due to Nolan's sleep disorder, the mother tied bells to his feet to alert her if he wandered at night. She reminisced about her past, explaining that she once lived in the city before everything collapsed. Her snake tattoo symbolized her encounters with the evil in snake form. When Nolan suggested that other people might still be alive, his mother dismissed the idea, urging him to be grateful they had survived. As time passed, food supplies dwindled. The mother forced the children to eat leaves and tree bark to survive. One night, Nolan had a nightmare of being pulled into a well by the evil. When he woke up, he was outside the house, untied. He had unknowingly sleepwalked. The mother quickly brought him inside and tested him again to ensure he wasn't possessed. She then locked him away, believing it would purify his soul through fear. This event convinced Nolan that the evil wasn't real. If it was, it would have killed him that night. Determined to escape, he told Sam they needed to leave because their mother had lost her mind. However, Sam was reluctant, unwilling to abandon their mother. Unbeknownst to them, she overheard their conversation, feeling deeply hurt. The next morning, she showed them old photos and took a picture of them with a camera, fearing they might leave her. She then made a shocking announcement. They were out of food and had to kill the dog for survival. Nolan, who loved the dog, was horrified. The mother insisted that this was the evil's doing, trying to turn them against one another. Despite her reluctance, she readied her crossbow. Before she could act, Nolan intervened, cutting her rope and locking her in the greenhouse. He wanted to prove that the evil wasn't real. However, as soon as he did this, the evil appeared before his mother in the form of a woman. Knowing she couldn't let it control her and kill her children, she took a shard of glass and slit her own throat, dying to protect them. Sam, witnessing this, was devastated. Realizing his mistake, Nolan was filled with regret, now truly believing in the evil. He quickly tied himself to a rope. Meanwhile, Sam's condition worsened due to his injury and lack of food. Despite following his mother's rules, he struggled to survive one day. While searching for food, Nolan stumbled upon a road. He called for help but saw no one. However, on his way back home, a man appeared, claiming he had heard Nolan's voice. The man introduced himself as a traveler passing by with his son and offered help. But Nolan, paranoid, believed he was the evil in disguise. Sam, still grieving and filled with rage, grabbed their mother's crossbow. The man tried to reason with them, insisting he was not a threat. However, Sam, blinded by vengeance, shot him with an arrow, fatally wounding him. The injured man fled into the jungle, with Nolan chasing after him. When Nolan searched the man's bag, he found food, supplies, and photographs, proving he was a real human. That night, Sam heard a voice outside, a young girl searching for her missing father. Realizing he had killed an innocent man, Sam confessed his mistake. Overcome with fear, he hallucinated the evil surrounding him. Nolan later found Sam at home, but something was wrong. He had changed. Possessed, Sam attacked Nolan and set their house on fire, trapping him inside. Rescue teams eventually arrived, pulling Nolan from the blaze. As he emerged from the jungle, he saw the truth. The world was still intact. His mother had lied to them, keeping them imprisoned to prevent the evil from escaping. However, with Sam now out in the world, the true horror began. The final scene revealed a haunting image of Sam in the jungle, with the evil's hand on his shoulder. The film ends with the terrifying realization that the world may now be doomed. Agree? Disagree? Let's start a comment civil war. And if you're obsessed with hidden movie secrets, smash that bell. Our next video might ruin your childhood. Thanks for watching.